Good morning, everyone. Joseph here, Vets Haul Junk Removal, Stafford, Virginia, on a cold, wet, and rainy Tuesday morning in December. I hope wherever you are, you're staying busy and making money in junk removal. We are heading to the babysitter to drop off my little boy. After that, we're heading to the first job of the day, which is a 5-piece sectional sofa, dining room table, 5 chairs, and some additional knickknacks and stuff like that. After that, we're gonna pick up a big screen projection TV. After that, we're picking up 3 dressers, a recliner, and then we'll see what happens after that. We only have 3 jobs on the schedule today. I was at the landfill yesterday, and as I'm offloading some items, wouldn't you know who pulls right up in front of me? None other than J-Dog Junk Removal, Stafford, Virginia, and local owner, Sergeant Major USMC retired Al Gorley. For those of you who don't know who J-Dog Junk Removal is, you must have been living under a rock for the last few years, because they are huge. They are the largest veteran slash military branded junk removal in the nation, and continually growing, as I understand. Guys, a lot of you out there talk about your competition as if they're your enemy, or they take jobs away from you and vice versa. I like to look at my competition, if you will, in a different light. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Sergeant Major and J-Dog is my competition. They operate at a whole nother higher level than Vets Haul Junk does currently. Now, obviously, my intention is to one day reach their level, but I can just speak to the professionalism, guys, and their excellence and attitude. When Sergeant Major Al Gorley exited his vehicle yesterday, and I knew he was in the area because even before I saw his truck, I smelled his cigar. I'm just joking. He is awesome, guys. He exited his vehicle. He walked right over to me, looking at me as if he's angry. This, you know, I don't know what it is about sergeant majors in the military, guys. I think in order to be a sergeant major, and especially in the Marine Corps, you must have this growl on your face continually. I think they must send sergeant majors to school to be able to develop this growl on their face. Regardless, as he's walking over toward me, I felt like I was a private in the military again. Anyways, he's just the nicest guy. So he walks right over to me, and he takes the cigar out of his mouth. And he says, "Joseph, good morning. How you doing? Staying busy?" And we engaged in conversation, guys. And that's really what this video is about right now, guys. Like I said earlier, when you encounter your competition, guys, don't look at them as competition. It feels really good to me that whenever I run into another junk removal company who operates in my area, I don't have to feel odd. I don't have to feel uncomfortable or fear engaging them or them me. When Sergeant Major approaches me, he's my contemporary. I look at him as my friend. And this is one way, guys, that you can grow your business. There was a job a couple of years ago that I just could not handle. It was way out of my comfort zone. It was like a 4 or 5 bedroom home that went up in flames, and it was a hoarder who owned it, and he hoarded nothing but electronic stuff. So there was just a ton of burnt electronics all over the house. And I went and did the estimate, and this was probably like, I don't know, at that time, maybe between a $15,000 and $18,000 job or more. And since Sergeant Major was my neighbor at that time, we lived no more than like, I don't know, 7 houses apart, literally. I felt very, very comfortable in reaching out to him and asking him if he wanted to go partners with me on this particular job. And the professional that he is, he went out and did the estimate as well. And prior to him going out and doing the estimate, we were actually talking about being partners on this particular job. And though we didn't actually decide to do the job, it's nice to be able to know that I have resources that I can call on that don't necessarily fall under the umbrella of Vets Haul Junk Removal. So there was another junk removal company that opened up in my area, and the name is CES, Clean Out Services in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And when this guy came on the scene, guys, what do you think I did? I reached out to him, I introduced myself in a very friendly way, and I let him know that I was a resource to him, that if there was a job that he couldn't handle in his particular area, maybe it was too large for him, or that it was too far out of his service radius, he could always count on me to be able to have his back on something like that. I actually passed on to him a couple of jobs that were one, out of my service area, or two, I was just too busy and I couldn't do like a single refrigerator removal, and it was right down the street from his headquarters. So it feels really good, guys, when your competition, and like I say, I use that term competition lightly because I don't look at any of the junk removal operations in my area as competition, certainly not Sergeant Major Al Gorley. I have learned a lot in the past. I have counseled with him and I asked him a couple of questions about junk removal. I don't recall exactly what the word, but I think I was looking for advice. And he was very open to giving me advice. And when I decided that I was going to go full force and try and take this Vets Hall junk removal thing as far as I could, I approached him and I said, Sergeant Major, I hope you don't think I'm competition. He says, Joseph, I don't look at you like that. You are not competition. You could never be competition for me. I don't look at other junk removal operations like that. And I was a little apprehensive before coming to him to not get his blessing, guys, but just as a courtesy, let him know that I would be operating in his area. And after our engagement, that particular engagement, guys, I felt really, really good toward him as a potential resource. He even said, hey, if there's anything I could do for you, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. That is the type of organization that I'm trying to build as professional, as professional a junk removal operation as I can. And I think I'm on the way to creating something like that with my various locations across the United States. So when you run into one of your competitors, guys, realize that they are not your competitors. You should only be competing against yourself. I don't compete against everybody else. I don't care what ABC Junk Removal is doing in my area. There's enough junk removal jobs for everyone. I only care what I do. I only compete with myself, and so should you. That being said, guys, if you like the type of things I talk about, would you subscribe to my channel? I don't know what happened to my channel, but I'm going through some issues with YouTube right now. Turns out all of my past videos have been locked, and I don't know why. And I reached out to YouTube. I don't have any infractions. I don't have any issues. They're investigating it right now. So very, very soon, if everything checks out and they give me their blessing, and they decide to make my videos visible again, which there's no reason why they shouldn't, you'll be able to look through and watch all of my past videos. But until then, guys, I'm going to continue to upload my videos to help those of you who are getting into junk removal, or maybe thinking about getting into junk removal and haven't quite made that decision yet. Additionally, for those of you who I just mentioned that are thinking about getting into junk removal, if you are not yet a member of the National Junk Removal Business Owners Association, then you should be. All you need to do is answer 3 little questions, and we will allow you membership. Guys, what we're really looking for is not the larger junk removal businesses to be members. We're really looking for the smaller, dare I say tiny, mom and pop junk removal businesses, the operations with just 1 or 2 guys. So if you are one of the larger junk removal businesses across the nation, unfortunately, our group is not open to you, but there's a ton of other junk removal groups that you would qualify for. You can find us online on Facebook. Just search the National Junk Removal Business Owners Association. That being said, I'm Joseph, owner of Vets Hall Junk Removal LLC in Stafford, Virginia. If you have appliances, furniture, mattresses, above ground swimming pools, sheds that need to be demoed, absolutely anything that you need hauled away, you can reach out to us at 540-657-VETS. That's 540-657-VETS. You can find us online at vetshalljunk.com. We are on the move, making things happen. Hoo-wah. Talk to you next time. See ya.